Well, you know how people will get a new car and let their old car sit out. You know, you drive through a neighborhood, especially like maybe a middle class neighborhood. Like, I mean, things have changed so much with the last three years or so. Who knows what middle class really is? I mean, to even buy a house now, you'd have to be Donald Trump almost. But you know, just like a regular suburban neighborhood, you'll see people have a car sitting out, you know, like an old Camaro or like an old Camry or maybe an old Tahoe or something sitting out in the yard. Well, let me tell you something. Back when I was a kid, the neighborhood I grew up in, there was down the street a Bandit Trans Am sitting out in somebody's yard. When I was a kid, I was probably 10, 11. And my daddy stopped by. He wanted to buy it from the guy. He told him he'd take like $300 for it or something. Just an old junk car. Back then, $300 was about what you could get for it, scrap metal, maybe a little more. Thing had a slick body, man, and the guy had driven it. I mean, it probably would run fine. But he'd let it sit a while. I think he got him something else, a new car, and he just quit driving it. And so Daddy didn't get it immediately. Well, it wasn't too much longer. The thing was gone. I think the guy hauled it across the scales. So, you know, now that's like a legendary car. And it was back then too. It was actually a Pontiac Formula. It was a Firebird Formula with the 2 hood scoops and all that. Boy, it was slick, man. I used to really be into Trans Ams when I was a kid. I went through a Trans Am phase when I was about 10, 11, something like that. And of course I still love them, you know, but as kids you go through different phases where you're completely obsessed with different things, like different cars or whatever. But yeah, I thought, man, you know, nowadays you don't see stuff like that just sitting out anymore. My daddy said when he was a kid, in the neighborhood he grew up in, I think he was younger than me at the time. I think he was like 19, 20 or something. He said it. There was this old guy had a Model A Ford, I think, sitting out there. Same situation, just an old car that he didn't drive anymore. And he stopped by, and I think back in the day he told him he'd take like $10 for it or something, which was a lot of money back then in the 60s, you know, 70s. And Daddy said he went back by and the car was gone. And he asked the guy, where did it go? And I think he'd hauled it across the scales or something. But it's amazing, that old stuff. It's back when you see it and you're in that time period, you know, like, seems like it should still be that way, but it's not. I mean, that stuff now would be like rare as hen's teeth. You know? So it's amazing how things change like that.